Good afternoon. It's October 9th, 2023, and today we had a big move up today. Let's see. So the range was about 75 points. So we had this huge gap, and that's what was happening is prices were trying to fill that gap. They failed right here, and we still had this gap when we sold off here. So, you got to figure that there's going to be at least one more attempt to fill it. So I'm sure people probably like sold off right here thinking it was going to fail, and then everyone just all the shorts had to exit and it just rocketed up. So here's what it looks like on the daily chart. So we found that level of support and it looks like we're bouncing. Could this day, we have about 40 minutes left, could we sell off? Yeah, we could. We'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, we started off in this range, and then you had a slight breakout to the low side, which leads to a breakout to the high side. And I really liked this entry because it kind of looks like a double test, like a slanted double test off a resistance. And I like that, but that's aggressive. But when you get this lower high, it's a second entry short. I think you have to take that to ride it at least to the midline, and that's where it bounces, and then you get a higher low. So this is a first entry, second entry, higher low, bounces. We got confirmation of the trend line right here, so that's a higher low off the trend line. Very bullish bar. Take that. And if you're feeling aggressive, you could take this failed second entry short, but that just leads to congestion and sideways stuff because there's so much resistance up here. So I like that. I answered on this one. I was going for a runner. I had to walk away from my computer, unfortunately, or else I would have held it until we got a break of this trend channel. Come up here. I don't see any way you want to enter in here. Hit the midline again. First entry, second entry, matching low, good signal bar. I wouldn't take this because it feels like it's late in the trend. But I mean, people who are expecting a move up to a gap are going to be long. So you might get lucky. And that's what happens. People got lucky. You get a sell off. You get two legs of correction. This leg is a little bigger than this one. I don't think you want to go short right there because we're expecting a move up, and that's some bullish momentum right there. And in here, we're just chopping sideways. And then it fails. You see, we test this high here. You get a first entry, failed second entry long, both swings below the EMA. I like that one for a scalp. And it goes down to the opening price. It bounces, then we come up, and I believe this is a level of or a channel, but now it looks like that. So that confirms the channel. You get a break, move to a new low, and then you just get some sideways stuff and it just reverses. So I think you can argue this is a double test and you could take that. Get in on this move because they're trying to close this gap, and this is the gap that still exists. So eventually they close it. If you're feeling aggressive, take that failed second entry short right there. That's it right there because it breaks lower here, but it doesn't break higher. Then we come up here, hit that closing price. That's probably where I would take profits. And we get two legs down, and then it reverses again. So first entry, failed second entry short. With all this bullish momentum and room to this high, I say you take that. And people are trapped because we get this big bull bar. That's the shorts giving up and make this big move. So I just made a range based on this move, this is the high, and then you make a measure move of that, and that's pretty much where prices started selling off. Uh, I'd be buying this thing the whole way up till we get to like this correction looks pretty like this is obviously in here, but I think this is where you're starting to think like, okay, this is probably over. And I just don't see anything, especially on days like this where you have big dramatic moves. I'm just staying out after the big dramatic moves. And I think a lot of people think that way too. So that's how I saw it today. Again, another look at the daily chart. I hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.